Hi, this is shamanicarawakpriestess, and today I'm going to make a top 5 video. So top 5 crystals, top 5 tarot, and top 5 oracle deck. So this should be like a quick video on my favorites. So I have to say my favorite crystal to work with has to be, I'm trying to find it. I had it here a second ago. Tourmaline. I love tourmaline. I find it very protective. Especially when you're doing spell work, kind of just keeping the negativity out. I like it. Also, right next to me is my altar work altar. When I do psychic readings and stuff, just to kind of keep things very balanced. And then I have labradorite. I like to do ancestral work with this one. And I like this orange calcite to do a lot of sacral chakra work. Self-esteem, maybe solar plexus, like that type of stuff, because I do struggle with sometimes self-esteem or the relationship I have with myself, and things like that. So that'll be number 3. And then number 4 is clear quartz. Love clear quartz. It's pretty much like a white candle. It covers everything, it charges everything. I love that one. And then the last one is my favorites, selenite. I have all kinds of selenite, and selenite wands, and I even have a selenite candle holder. Like, I love selenite. So those are my top 5. I don't have a lot of crystals, but I love it. An honorable mention, if I could pick 6, but I couldn't pick 6, so I was trying to do 5, be fluorite. So that's kind of cheating, but it's true. And then oracle decks, I have to say my favorite oracle deck is the Wicca deck by Sally Morningstar. I love this for spell work, rituals. I just find this stuff very high energy for me. I like it for like what I need to work on to be at a higher vibration. So lots of healing work, trance, going into spiritual trance. I like it to open for meditation. I usually have candles lit and some kind of spell or ritual going on when I use this deck. It's right now currently in my altar, so I'm going to put it back. But I wanted to take it out just for the video. So love that deck for that. When it comes to shadow work and things of that nature, I love, well, we'll do that later because we're not doing tarot right now, sorry. And then for working with divine and spirit, I love the Wisdom of the Avalon oracle cards. Has animals, beautiful face, nature and people, and I just remember buying this deck and feeling such a strong energy that I remember I started using with clients, and I kind of just started using it on myself. It's just like it's a me deck, just for like self-work. So it's the Wicca one. It's more of a me deck. I don't really use oracle, I'm going to be honest, with professional readings too much. It's straight up tarot and intuition. Native spirit I like a lot with ancestral work. I just find this one so healing and grounded, and just has that very ancient, traditional, beautiful, my great grandmother type energy. She was very indigenous. Just full-blooded and she just was gorgeous. Her skin, everything, and I learned a lot from her. So I just feel like not only am I connecting with my ancestors, I'm also connecting with her. So I love that. And then working with the angels, I like the Messages from the Angels Oracle deck. It was one of my first decks, and I love doing angel work. This card means a lot to me on a personal level. I love it. I like a lot of doing virtuals. I love her. Older stuff, I don't know why, I just feel like they resonate with me more than any of her new stuff. So I don't really buy any of her new decks or anything. I don't know why, I just don't. But I do like her older angel decks and things like that. And then number 5 is the Wisdom, the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. Love this one for elemental work. And I know some people like the face don't look like that, but I love it. I find this like for love, self-love, and that motherly nurturing kind of when you just want to hug. Even though they have some shadow cards in here too, but I just said mother. I love it. 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 I love this deck so much. They had an older version of this that like a lot of people were going crazy for. My favorite card because I love Mother Earth and I love Green Man. I love it. So I just have such a Gaia and Green Man. I don't know. Okay, so that is the top 5 Oracle decks, top 5 crystals, and then top 5 tarot decks. So they're not in any particular order, but I love this for shadow work, which I was going to pull out before, but I'm like, wait, this is not an oracle, this is a tarot. Even though you read it like an oracle, I like to use this for crystals, herbs, knowing what element wants to work with me, because I do see the elements as living energies, spirits, entities. So I do love this deck for this. The crazy thing about this deck was like universe wanted me to have it because I bought it for my daughter over the summer. Because I went into a whole deck thing and I was like, okay, enough. And I had stopped buying decks. And so my daughter saw this on a review on YouTube, which the channel is not on anymore. And she was just so drawn to it. And so I got it for her. But then she never connected with it. She ended up connecting with my other favorite deck. And she's more of a Lenormand person. So I got her the Pagan Lenormand, which she loves. And she's so good at reading Lenormand. She's very intuitive too. So I see a future reader in her too. Yeah. So the bag, I need like a new bag, this poor thing. So yeah, so this one I love to do that. Very earth-based, magical, shadow work. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. And I use it on myself. I don't use this for clients, nor do I use any of these oracle decks that I showed you for clients. I don't really use oracle decks in my professional practice. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. It's weird. So I know a lot of people do. I don't know. I just never did. So yeah, I like this one for professional readings. I don't know. I love it. It got me to actually really, really work with the moon and the sun. So I wear the moon and the sun all the time. So, because it just resonates with me. The God and Goddess, the feminine, the masculine. Love that. Love this deck. It's my top favorite deck to just work with clients. Beautiful pictures, colorful and bright, even when the messages aren't the best messages. And I gotta say, my favorite all time, like, I don't know. The Devil card, I gotta say, like, I love it. So love that. Love the Tower. Love the star card. So yeah, love this deck. I love how the suits, the people represent, like the descriptions of what the person would be according to the traditional meaning of tarot. Yeah, I resonate with the way they pick the seasons in this deck too. So there's fade people always in the beginning of the suits. Like I love this three of swords. This four of swords. Like I don't know. This deck in me, I didn't connect with it at first. It was kind of an impulse, but another deck that I feel universe wanted me to work with. And I remember after I bought it, I started dreaming with it, and I started using it on I believe in bulk. Really started working with this deck. So I was working a lot with like Bridget. I discovered Bridget around that time, and it was like, wow. So loving that. Loving that. It's working with a lot of fire. And then I have my second favorite to read with clients. Love Rider-Waite. Sorry, but I do. I know some people don't. That's the backs. But my favorite is the Pamela Coleman Smith. I love the antique look. It just feels old and ancient, and I'm just all about tradition, and just feels like, I don't know, I vibrate on such a high level when I read with this deck. My daughter calls it the potato people deck. My oldest daughter is like, Mommy, they look like potato people. I love it, so I think it's beautiful. But yeah, so that will be my number 3. And then number 4 for tarot would be the Dreams of Gaia. This poor deck, look, it's upside down. It is so beat. I've been having it since it first came out. Kelly, this is your fault. But I love it. Saw it on Truth and Story channel, and it just called to me to buy it. I bought it. I usually don't buy a lot of decks that I see on reviews and stuff. I just like watching them, but because I try to like keep my numbers down with decks. I do use all the decks I have, and the ones I don't is because they're like too old and stuff. I don't want them away, so but I still count them. They're just sleeping right now. 20 of them are active, 15 are sleeping because they're like so beat, which this one's like so beat, but I'm like, it could still shuffle, so I'm not gonna get rid of it yet. It just doesn't have any more much gilding, and it's nicked and stuff, but I like it. It's used. So I love this deck. I've never used it on anybody but myself. From day one, this deck, I dreamed of it, and I did shadow work with it intensively, especially in the fall. I mean, I was going through a really hard time, and this deck just like kept it real. It was so like, it was powerful. I love the book. I love this deck so much. I know some people connected with it, some people didn't, but I love it. And then last but not least, this is a more recent deck that I got. It was a Christmas present to myself, and number 5 would be Tarot of the Hidden Realms. Love this deck. I looked at reviews of this deck since the summer, and it took months and months of like, no, and I love working with Fae with this. I love working with the elementals. I love channeling ancient spirits. I never use this either on clients. I use this specifically for my actual practice, which is very nature based. And this deck is just, I don't even know. I was going through a really hard time in December. One of my kids like health stuff, and I bought this like, because I don't really like buying stuff for myself, and it was just so healing at the time. And I kept getting this card a lot, and I kept getting the death card, But the images here is not that scary, Daph. It was like, it was kind of comforting, you know. And I know that in the book it says the Morgan. So the Morgan was like really working with me in that very dark period. Hey, come here, babe. It was really working with me in that very dark period in my life. So I really love this deck. I love all my decks. So those are my top 5 favorite tarot decks. The way that I answered the question was, what is the 1 or 2 decks that I like to work for certain things? So it helped it to narrow it down. I don't have any little Normans or anything like that. So my top 5 crystals, 5 oracles, and 5 tarot decks. So that's it. So much love and light and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. And as you can see, the little ones are home and having fun. And you can hear my 4-year-old. She's like mad adorable. So much love and light and blessings. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.